Я что, для вас шутка какая-то, что ли?
I'll catch up with you later. I have some funeral rites to prepare.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it? In ballads, they'd call you talented and courageous.
You forgot, incredibly good-looking.
Это что такое? Ух.
What? It's true.
I never thought I'd see, well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
О, реально ничего так. Хоть что-то новое, а то мы полигры в одном и том же ходим. Тань что-то редко нормально. Кит, ты маму маг? Только надо перекрасить. Нет. Хочу другой. У нас есть специалист по разговору с кошечками. Ладно, Карла.
Hiss! I say hiss! And yet you harm me by your very presence. This is my territory, and you're in it. I'll allow it. Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. But do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful. I slinked, of course. You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Yes.
Seems someone's been stealing our supply.
Be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Garlac.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering. You will be refreshed, and I will be reassured.
Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Good. I will take your word for it. And hold you to it, too. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. You were the one who rescued those the Absolute had imprisoned. You were courageous to brave the depths of Keterik's stronghold. I suppose you know about Keterik then. His invincibility. That we'll never cleanse this place until he's made to bleed. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless. But experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. You've learned so much. That tadpole in your head already begins to pay dividends. This relic must be your focus instead, then. Find it. Strip him of its power. Once Ketterik is without his shield, the sword. Together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Copper for your thoughts? Like I got something back. Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate. Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse. Ugh, I don't want to think about that now. Misery always overstays its welcome, and joy leaves too soon. I'll cry later, but not now. Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going.
Anything happen while I was away?
Too much.
What a charmer.
I can't wait for things to just be quiet.
It'll be quiet in the city. We'll have a little.
A bust of Ketherek Thorm as he once was, a devotee of Selûne.
Seems simple enough.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you. I am a cleric of Our Lady of Silver, the moon goddess Selûne. As long as I keep channeling her power, this inn stays uncursed. A defense to your offense. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jahira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric. Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier. Ketherek is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketherek himself. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketherek, alive.
Ну и лица у всех, вы только посмотрите на эту прелесть.
Блять, я тебя захуярил.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherek will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
Ой-ой.
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
А что, мне надо было ее отдать ему? Вдруг она очень важна для его пауэров. А мы же против Абсолюта. Значит, будем ее защищать. Что поделать?
In that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketherek will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that. Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to. No mercy. For Ketherek will have none on you. End this.
Da, 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 da.
No surprise to find a traitor among the Flaming Fist. Honor isn't their strong suit.
Can I get you in?
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too, You know me already. But you'll have the honor of making up for my blunder here. I trust that you will. Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter at least. Did you learn anything more? The great general is paranoid. Good. That means he's protecting something. I'll wager it's the source of his invulnerability. He'd protect that at any cost. Was there anything else? Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Ketherek has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see what he gains. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else? Then speak. Ugh, some crusty ballad monger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard. You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago by now. And for all our victories, we remain on the back foot. We fight, we die, and we just hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place. That remains to be seen. Criterion number 1, make Ketterik bleed. Criterion 2, survive that thing in your skull.
Ну что ж, как я понимаю, пора закончить квест Шедоухарт.
Your party is gathered. You are ready, or so you hope. As you step into the silent water, a foreign dread travels through you. It curls its way up your leg, squeezing tight.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
I feel lighter, unburdened, as if the softest push could send me drifting away. What to do? So, that's progress.
Just a little bit further. See my actions, Lady Shah. Hear my words of faith.
Very well.
Witness my adoration.
Have to keep going.
Lady Shah's will shall be done, as sure as night will fall.
Should get started.
I have felt you coming. The first in a century. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justiciar is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price, that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light. And Nightsong is not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Cannot allow! This is my mistress's will, my life's purpose!
Oh my god! Ебать! Пипец. Ура!
I can't believe I did that. Shah will disown me. Now I'm truly lost.
You were already lost, little warrior. A lost child, frightened by wolves.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? Lay a hand on me in friendship, not quite Sharon. And I will fight the battle that has been waiting for me this last century. Then, oh then, we will have much to discuss. Lady of Silver, hear me. She who guides the Moon Maiden Selûne, mother of the so-called Night Song. The Night Song is no more! Given me a great gift, little warrior. Don't you find it oh so curious that you would spurn your dark lady? Perhaps you feel a stirring of the truth already. But that will come later. There is a battle yet to be fought. You have done what we feared was impossible. You have released me from a century of sorrow. Your power is great. So too must be your weapon. You must choose what you will wield. And the Moon Maiden will provide. Thus I have said. Thus will it be so. Are you ready? Oh, and it shall be yours. And then, we're going to kill Ketheric's Thorn.
We need to leave. Lady Shah won't stand for us to be here, not after what we did. That's what frightens me. She must be angry. Yet, I don't feel it. Or hear it. There's only silence. Let's get out of here, please. Whatever's coming, I don't want to be in the heart of the Shadowfell when it finds me. The Night Song will be headed for Moonrise Towers. We'd better get there and see what she's unleashed against Ketheric's Thorn.
Well chosen,
With her free, Ketterick is exposed. We only have to strike.
I defied Lady Shah. She won't stand for this. We can talk later. I need to get out of here first.
Ketheric's waiting for us. Can only imagine the beating that angel is preparing for him. Thanks to Shadowheart's good sense, we've got a chance at beating him.
So, Shadowheart stood up to the Dark Lady. I'm almost impressed.
In her blood be anointed, Dark Justicia.
My lady. Forgive me.
Shadowheart, what happened?
I thought I was done for. I thought perhaps I might have been dead. This is all like some sort of terrible dream. But it's real, isn't it? I stood before the night song. I heard Lady Shah's words. And I failed her. Worse than failed her, I defied her. Just because of what that Asimar said. I tried to leave, but Shah blocked me. Punished me for failing her. I thought I knew the limit of pain that the incurable wound could inflict, but I had no idea. It felt like I was suffering the agony of 1,000 people all at once. My blood was boiling, my hair was on fire. I thought I'd claw my own face off with the pain. But then she released me. Banished me, more like. She said I was an outcast. That all of her children would know me and revile me.
Shadowheart looks distraught, abandoned by her goddess and all former allies. And as for her divine magic, admitting who empowers her now may break her spirit for good.
You're lucky to have such confidence. Me. I think the full price of what I've done has yet to reveal itself. I'm a target to Lady Shah's followers now. Night Song promised she'd tell me something about myself. I need to speak with her as soon as I can. What she said to me back in the Shadowfell about the wolves, that's no coincidence. She took flight to hunt down Ketherek Thorm. All I can do is help hasten his demise, and hope that answers soon follow. Do you really need to ask? I'm sorry. I have a lot on my mind. The Shadowfell, Night Song. I can think of little else. That's more true than you may have intended. I'm not sure I'm the same person I was before. The Shadowheart I thought I was would never even dreamed of defying the Lady Shah. I'm a stranger to myself. The sooner I speak to Night Song, the sooner I'll know what the future holds for me. Assuming I have a future at all. I'm sorry. It might be best kept until later. I'd be a poor counsel and worse company just now.
I hate seeing Shadowheart suffer like this. All for doing the right thing. It's up to us to look after her now. If she needs a rest, we carry her. If she needs a hand, she has ours. If she needs ears, we've got 4 between us. Whatever she needs.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until Shah took vengeance. For the Lady of Loss, she does not like losing.
There you are. What's happening out there? Who was that streaking across the sky? An immortal. But it couldn't possibly be. Never mind. It doesn't matter. What matters is you have him in a corner. Jaheyra and every fighting body in this place have gone to Moonrise Towers to face Ketherek down. She's waiting for you there. End this. Now. We're all counting on you.
Did you see it? The path of light. That's good, right? Means we might make it out of here alive.
There must be another way to the city.
We've gone too long for this. Now is not the time to dilly-dally.
The plan will go ahead, sir. We'll make sure of it.
Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks. Did I not already? How remiss of me. Here. That should cover your services. Very. Was there something else?
Вот же козел.
I am more than a part. I am its oil and gears. I am its purpose, its leader. We are inventors of the highest order, matched, perhaps, but never surpassed by the Gondians at the High House of Wonders. But our forebears were foolish, complicit with Saravok's madness over a century past. And so, we were banished. We still are to this day. The very one. It's the only mistake the Iron Hand gnomes ever made. And it cost us everything. I have fought tooth and nail to restore our reputation. Particularly against the Gondian detractors who live in glass houses. Our return to Baldur's Gate will usher in a new era for the Iron Hand gnomes. The realm deserves the benefit of our genius. I have plans in Baldur's Gate. The work of many years' labor that will finally bear fruit. You should look for me once we're in the city. The name Wolverine Bongle will be mentioned among many, I've little doubt. If you'd accomplished half of what the Iron Hand gnomes have, you would be too. Appreciate it.
Yeah, boy.
There's an illithid parasite in that corpse. You should take a look. Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
Unshackled from shadows, she will rise in moonlit glory and carve a path of brightness to the accursed one's second death. So saith the wise Alondo. That beacon of angelic wrath has taken the fight to Ketterik on the rooftop, and the first line of defense are dead. But storming the tower won't be easy, and if we wait too long, Ketterik will gather his strength and retaliate. For now, though, he's on the back foot for the first time since he returned from the grave. This is it. The spearhead moment. You brought us this far. So how shall we proceed? A sound strategy. Once it's done, me and my harpers will hold the ground floor while you hunt down the general himself. Floric left some of her flaming fist. They'll scout the prisons and the barracks below to ensure we're not taken by surprise. Say the word, and we're off. I'm touched, but I'm already spoken for. Very well. Side by side we'll stand, as we'll rip true souls from a false god. As good a prophecy as any. At the ready, harpers! In this light, there will be victory. In this light, we will avenge the fallen! The time has come. Ketterik will taste of death at last.
I've got a long road ahead. How delicious.
Not a sound.
parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
We scratch our asses down here while that leggy freak gets rewarded above. It's bollocks.
Onward.
Time to die.
You will die before you reach my lord. Perhaps then be obedient.
You. What have you done? What have you done to me? Impossible. You are a thrall, a slave. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow! The prison. You've had it all this time, you worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
How good it is to see you again, Ketterik. At last you found a godmaster that suits you, it seems.
Halen, the thief. You stole Isabel from me, and now you think you'll take my life in the bargain?
You dare to speak her name? After your crimes innumerable, you would evoke her before me!
Enough. This ends here and now. At last.
He will crumble at the power of your touch. Give him all you have. The gods fight at our side!
Focus your attack, soldiers! Enough. My lord beckons me. You must return to your prison, and my daughter must be reclaimed.
Your daughter? Isabel.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
That tentacle was colossal. How can such a thing be possible?
I'm exhausted. Better find somewhere to camp soon.
Well, no choice but to follow. We've worn Ketherek down, but the cadaver still has some life in him. Down the tentacle hole we go.
What in the nine hells is going on? I thought we had him. Nothing to do but follow him and finish the job.
This isn't over yet. We need to pursue Ketherek Thorn.
Do you know what happens when a devil is struck down on this charming plane of existence? It returns to the hells, to the very point where it last stood before venturing to whichever devil-forsaken plane it died on.